Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Ann Metcalf, and welcome to Conscious Eating, Conscious Living. We have a glorious end of February day today. We've got snow on the ground. It's about, a couple of degrees Celsius. And I know many of you are looking forward to a warm spring. It's coming. It is coming. And so today, it's February 26th, 2023. And I I guess dove down one of those rabbit holes that I actually had no idea. Well, I guess maybe I did. I didn't want to go down there because sometimes as consumers, we don't want to know. We don't want to know what's in the food we're eating, what is on the in the cosmetics that we are putting on our skin. Do we know what all those things are doing? No. And sometimes we just don't want to know because ignorance is bliss. But ignorance is also harmful. So, what we're looking at today is shampoo. We're becoming much more conscious of what the food we eat, how it's grown, the sustainability of the farming practices, and the toxins we know can harm us. How many of us think about cosmetics, self care products, and shampoo that we use each day? I've been cleaning out certain foods recently because they contain natural flavoring that I've since learned are basically MSG, monosodium glutamate, with new names. And I went from the kitchen pantry into the bathroom cupboard and looked at my husband's shampoo, the bottle, and was shocked at the long list of ingredients, many of which I could not pronounce, which is fine because some of it's just scientific jargon, and I kind of prefer words I can understand. Those really long words, especially on food products, it's the signal, it's the red flag. Put it back on the shelf. And so today I'm going to go through the list of the ingredients and what their purpose is. And so I did a lot of research and it's quite interesting. And I hope you find that this is interesting and enlightening and empowering for you as a consumer, where no matter where you live. First of all, what are the common ingredients in our shampoos? And there's a website I found, and it's called Healthline, and I'll put the link in the Facebook comment box. And so some of the common ingredients that are in our shampoos are surfactants, foaming agents, conditioners, thickeners, um, some kind of opacifiers, sequestering agents, preservatives, special additives, fragrance. And some of the thickeners for the shampoo include cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, carnauba wax, xanthan gum, gelatin, stearic acid. And two common pH regulators are citric acid or glycolic acid. And then we've got sequestering agents to prevent scum from foaming on the hair or forming on the hair, include polyphosphates and some long ethyl, anyway, some other kind of acid, very long name. Then there's preservatives, which prevent bacterial formation, which comes from the water. The water is what gets um, uh, allows the bacteria to form. And then you've got some of the common preservatives are sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, sorbic acid, dehydrocetic acid, benzyl alcohol, and finally, shampoos may contain a form of vitamin B5 called panthenol, and that's a moisture-retaining humectant glycol and also fragrance for the pleasant smell. Now, for the shampoo that used to be in the shower, and it's by Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Shampoo with the ingredients in order of their weight. So, water, sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS. It's a widely used surfactant that helps with the mixing of the oil in the water And as such, they can clean the skin and hair by helping water to mix with the oil and the dirt so that they can be washed away. There isn't a direct correlation between sulfates and hair loss, but shampoos with high concentrations of sulfates apparently can make your hair protein deficient. It may irritate your skin as well. Both of these problems may lead to hair loss. Sulfates help create the bubbles. However, sulfates can strip hair of natural oils and cause dryness. They may also damage hair by disrupting natural sebum production. Good to know. The next one is cocoa betaine, and it's cocoa midopropyl betaine is another form foam booster and co-surfactant. It's derived from coconut oil, and when it's used along with the dimethyl aminopropylamine, skin irritation, allergies, and rosacea and eczema can be the result. Sodium chloride, laureth 5 carbolic acid, cocamide, MIPA. I couldn't find the specific info on this one, but that long name just makes me suspicious. Another one is the amodimethicone. It is a silicone that is used in hair care products to improve that visible texture and shine of the hair, increases softness and smoothness and shininess, and locking the moisture into the hair and leaving a silicone film, reduced flyaway, faster drying time, and color protection. Fragrance. Okay, so we've got synthetic fragrances, and I'll put a link for more information on that one. Basic fragrance is a product that have fragrance on their label can contain hundreds or thousands of hidden chemicals. Some ingredients in fragranced cosmetic products can disrupt the reproductive system and cause cancer or asthma. They can also irritate the skin and the scalp, which can lead to hair loss. So, synthetic colors are also added to a lot of the shampoos, and they're dyed with a synthetic color to make them look nice. These colors come from a petroleum or a coal tar source, all of which come with harmful health effects. Synthetic colors will normally go by the FDC, or our federal. They go by a number. They usually have a number with them, so you'll know if it's a color. Sodium benzoate, it's a preservative. These stop the mold from growing in your shampoo. Mold is a health hazard, of course, mainly if your product contains a lot of water as an ingredient. The most commonly used preservatives are sodium benzoate and potassium sorbate, which are also used in food. Next one is hexylene glycol. This is a key solvent in many markets, such as coatings, construction, detergents, the cosmetics and fragrances, textiles and leather. And the hexylene glycol is mainly used as a solvent or a coupling agent used in skincare, hair care, and makeup. And hexylene glycol is famous for its excellent solvency among a wide variety of materials and is popular in skincare formulas due to its ability to improve the texture. It has viscosity reducing properties that allow it to thin out heavy, thick formations and produce smooth spreadability. Another one is the polyquaternum 7, is a highly charged cationic copolymer of, oh my gosh, dimethyl ammonium chloride and acrylamide. It is used extensively for cosmetic applications. It is an invaluable multifunctional component in cosmetics and toiletries, and thus is one of the most widely produced cationic polymer in the world today. In shampoo, it increases and stabilizes the foam, increases viscosity, while contributing excellent, I love the word, lubricity, and wet compatibility and luster to hair without any buildup. The next ingredient is Pyrus malis fruit extract, otherwise known as apple fruit extract. And it's a species of apple. For the hair and the scalp, the apple's magnesium, potassium, copper, and calcium help lower the risk of hair loss and the shedding by keeping the hair follicles nourished. It also provides intense hydration to moisturize the scalp and benefit overall health of the hair. My question is, does it really supply those minerals? Or is this information based on scientific theories that have really not been proven yet? I will leave that for you to discover. Next ingredient is PEG 55, propylene glycol oleate. And this comes under the GRAS or GRAS, which is generally recognized as safe and not been tested on humans. PEG is a thickening agent derived from petroleum that is often contaminated with byproducts. PEGs are broadly utilized in cosmetic products as surfactants, emulsifiers, cleansing agents, humectants, and skin conditioners. Their harm to the human has not been fully researched. And unfortunately, for the rats and the rabbits and the guinea pigs and the beagle dogs whose eyes and skin were tested, I am so sorry. We have a long way to go in research and respect for all life. There's detailed research on other pegs done in 2015. I'll include that link as well. Next one is propylene glycol. A highly effective humectant, propylene glycol helps the skin and hair absorb and retain moisture, also under the GRAS. Many harmful ingredients in shampoo often tend to burn and irritate the skin, the eyes. With propylene glycol being one of the most used ingredients in shampoos and conditioners, it can cause tearing, burning, or even itching when it comes in direct contact with your eyes over prolonged use. Propylene glycol does not hold an inherent health risk, however, according to the federal, Canadian, and American, and who knows what other health agencies. Rather, it's a harsh chemical that causes hair loss, scalp irritation, itchiness by removing your hair's natural oil, may even damage your hair cell structure, making your hair look brittle and unhealthy. And propylene glycol was originally used in cars and preventing the oil from freezing. It's also used in your salad dressings. Go have a look. I don't know that you want to have anything with propylene glycol in it. But again, it's your choice. Be informed. Salicylic acid is in the shampoo. It's a medication that breaks down layers of thick skin on your scalp. It treats dandruff, psoriasis, eczema, and dermatitis, although we really don't know the true cause of that. Salicylic acid helps rid your scalp of dry skin and dandruff, which reduces the itchiness and irritation. And so apparently it's a hero in the world of dandruff care. And those of you who have tried it and love it, well, let's hear from you too. Now, PEG 60, hydrogenated castor oil. And I know that hydrogenated oil is not good in our salad dressings. I'm not sure what it does in our shampoo. And it's a polyethylene glycol derivative of hydrogenated castor oil. And it adds apparently amino acids and moisture to soften the hair, thicken, and it also reduces, prevents, and helps to hide damage. Niacinamide is vitamin B3. And they enhance the appearance and feel of their hair by increasing body, the suppleness, or the sheen, or by improving the texture of hair that has been damaged physically or by chemical treatment. Pyridoxine hydrochloric, HCl, hydrochloric acid. Pyridoxine is one form, it's vitamin B6, and it functions as hair conditioning agents and skin conditioning agents. Hexylcinnamol is a naturally occurring and synthetic scent ingredient, and it is associated with allergic reactions. So that's that one first fragrance. Citric acid is the next ingredient, and it's a weak acid that's widely found in plants and animals, and is used in hair and skincare products to bring the pH levels down, which apparently improves the hair's appearance and manageability by reducing the frizz. However, on a couple of sites I found, it strips your hair of the natural oil and makes it look dull and lifeless. Excessive use of citric acid in your scalp can make it dry, flaky, and more prone to dandruff. Hmm. And what amount makes each of these additives helpful or harmful? We don't know. It's not listed on the ingredient. We can only go by where it is in the list of ingredients and the volume of it in the product. Saccharin officinarum extract, sugarcane extract, and it helps to provide effective moisturizing properties by helping the scalp to attract water and then to hold on to it. Benzyl alcohol is a short chain which can have a quick drying effect on your hair. Apparently, best not to have in conditioners. While not all alcohols are bad for your hair, short chain acids found in alcohols like benzyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, ethanol, and more can have a quick drying effect on your hair. And next one is linalool, and it is also a synthetic fragrance. It's a very common one that can be an allergen and irritating to the skin for some people. And in Sweden, they were doing testing, and linalool is found in 60 to 80% of the perfumed hygiene products. It is a fragrance ingredient found naturally in lavender, mint, and other plants. Linalool breaks down when it comes into contact with oxygen, and when it becomes oxidized, it can cause the allergies in people. Now, amyl cinnamol is another fragrance, and it's a pale yellow liquid with a floral smell suggestive of jasmine, and it's in bath, body, hand, and shampoo products. Argania spinosa kernel oil, known as argan oil, and it functions as a skin conditioning agent or emollient. And emollients are, they fill in those spaces with fatty substances called lipids, which makes your skin smoother and softer. Now, we another one is a hydroxypropyl triammonium lemon protein is positively charged or cationic ingredient, a polymer that's water soluble and can be used at 0.5 to 5% in our hair and body care products to act as a conditioner, anti-static, and moisturizer. That increases shine, and that also falls under the GRAS, which means it's been tested on animals, and bless their hearts. And tocopherol is vitamin E. They function as antioxidants and skin conditioning agent. Another fragrance is phenoxyethanol. It's an oily, slightly sticky liquid with a faint rose-like scent. It's actually used as a preservative in a wide variety of leave-on and rinse-off cosmetics and personal care products. It's highly effective in preventing the growth of fungi, bacteria, and yeast that could cause products to spoil. So it's in the shampoo to keep it free from those things, and enhancing the product's shelf life and safety. So those shampoos that you buy on the shelf, they've been there for months, and they've got this wonderful little product um, to keep it safe. Another ingredient is citrus lemon peel extract. It's absorbent, it's a fragrance ingredient, and it's a skin conditioner. Next one is the Lucano radish root ferment filtrate. And it's a natural antimicrobial activity and can be used in personal care products in small amounts to establish or to enhance the stability and the longevity of formulations so they can keep it on the shelf longer. And for skin and scalp conditions, it moisturizes and conditions. Another ingredient was Camellia sinensis leaf extract, commonly known as the green tea extract. It shows good antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, I guess, in some of the research. It is used in many cosmetic products such as moisturizer, anti-aging cream, sunscreen, shampoo, conditioners, and hair dye. It also helps to stimulate blood circulation, improve hair growth, and acts as a humectant. And a humectant is something that attracts water to help moisturize and condition the hair and scalp. The CL1914 5 is a synthetic dye produced from petroleum, and this dye is FDA approved for use in food, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetics. However, research does suggest this dye may harm cells over time, especially when cells are exposed to greater amounts than the recommended intake. And what is the recommended intake? How in depth is this research? And the three dyes, red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6, have been found to be contaminated with benzidine or other carcinogens. Yellow 5 is often tested on animals, so it's up for debate as to whether it's vegetarian or vegan friendly. And then the other one is CI14700-red 4 is a synthetic dye produced from petroleum. This dye is FDA approved for use in food, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetics. Sodium hydroxide. It's a white crystalline solid called caustic soda, soda lye, or hydrated lime, and is used to control the pH of cosmetics and personal care products. It absorbs moisture from the air. It is to adjust the pH of the formula. In a commercial hair product, its concentration is very low, as it is used with the purpose of balancing the pH of the formula and not to modify the structure of the hair. This is also comes protected under the GRAS. Now, I looked at a couple of other soaps. There was a Rocky Mountain soap, and they were suggesting consider choosing natural shampoos to avoid harmful ingredients. When it contains no sulfate and comprises plant-based organic ingredients. And they're suggesting natural shampoos could include essential oils like peppermint or lemon, but and just remember that not all essential oils are equal. Have they been third-party tested, and are they the highest quality possible? And look for certified organic ingredients: aloe, coconut oil, organic hemp, and honey, chamomile, olive, plant oils like geranium or jojoba oil. And many of the so-called organic shampoos you find in health food stores may be free of the SLS, the sodium lauryl sulfates, parabens, and other harmful chemicals, but they still may use synthetic thickeners and preservatives and antifreeze agents to ease transportation and give them a longer shelf life. From Epoch Times, there's an article that I will include the link, and they talking a little bit about natural shampoo and bar soap. Does it have it? Castor oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, lemon juice, or apple cider vinegar wash. Another shampoo suggestion was raw egg wash, a beer wash. I've even done an avocado shampoo. I did in Costa Rica because in some of the health spas, they do that. They take that avocado mashed and then just put it in your hair and you just let it sit there and then it just washes out. But actually, it's quite an interesting clean. And it's definitely healthy, and there's no additives. Quite often, there's liquid Castile soap with coconut milk, uh, and you add some people can add milk and honey. So I found many of the recipes had this liquid Castile soap, and then they had other additions to it. And now, what is our hair? What is it? And so the outer layer of our hair is called the cuticle, that has overlapping layers of scales, much like those of a fish or roof tiles. The cuticle covers the hair shaft and protects it. When the cuticle is intact and lies flat, your hair will feel smooth and look shiny. since the layers are tight together and the light reflects off the cuticle. Isn't that interesting? Now, for myself, I've been trying different shampoo bars for several years. I was tired of the plastic containers and I wanted to reduce my impact, certainly with my uh, purchases of plastic soap bottles and for shampoo too. And at the moment, I'm using an African black soap bar, and it's made in Ghana. And the ingredients are cocoa pod, coconut oil, palm kernel oil, plantain skin, ash, and moringa oil. That's it. Now, there's many online that you can look for, but just be aware of what is in them. And when it says fragrance, be wary because that is a chemical that they're putting in. Even if it says natural organic fragrance, then they're not disclosing what that fragrance is. Now, the issue what's the issue about fragrances? They smell nice. You put on that scented candle, or you put scented stuff in your bath, or, you use those plug-in air fresheners. I hope not. And dryer sheets that are scented. Now, this comes from Anthony William. He's a medical medium in his recent book called The Brain Saver. So this is where this information comes from. Fragrances are unidentified chemicals, and companies don't have to list the multiple chemicals within these fragrances. There are still chemical industry fragrances in natural fragrances. The chemical industry is allowed to call a fragrance natural if there's a single essential oil added to the mix of industrial chemicals. Look for terms like natural fragrance, perfume, or the French parfum. This doesn't apply to just shampoo. Think about all the scented candles, scented lotions, the plug-in air fresheners, the dryer sheets, and all the other fragrances we use in our body, in our kitchen, the laundry, and in the bathroom, etc. What this means is that these fragrance chemicals are inside our brain. They age our skin and our body. They age our lungs and organs. They speed up the disease process and at the same time age our pets. Fragrances can even become mold harboring because of the oils that trap the floating dust and particles in the air into the walls or the furniture, attracting moisture that creates the mold. Your dryer dust is toxic, not just to you, but your neighbors as well. Please be wary. Be a wise and informed consumer. The big corporations, the big chemical companies that sell to the cosmetic and hair care industry are money driven. They have got an incredible billions of people audience that want that hair that is perfect. It's smooth, it's bouncy. Look at the ads on the television. And you've got these women with these young women with this flowing hair. I don't even know if they've used that product, but over time, it's not good for our bodies. And so remember GRAS. There's over 10,000 plus and growing every day of additives in our food and what we put in and on our body. Your skin absorbs anything that's on it that you put on it within about 25 seconds. And that goes into your bloodstream. It goes spread from your brain to the tips of your toes. So be aware. You have the power to be in control of your health. Read your labels, be your own detective, and make those smart choices that will benefit you and your family and the earth herself. And yeah, just be aware because when you go shopping, you can make the choice. If we stop buying those products, they go off the shelf. And when we keep demanding transparency, honesty, clarity, healthy, harmless ingredients, they will come. And Thank goodness there are choices on the internet. Go to your different health food stores. But again, read the labels because they don't know everything. You need to do the research. Today's chat was kind of giving you the basics and what you can look for and protect yourself from. So, I mean, I found a couple of recipes. They used they use a bit of water, Castile soap, um, jojoba oil, grapeseed. I mean, you just put it all together, and you're not adding those antifungal, antibacterial. And if you're making in small batches, then you don't have to worry about it going bad. And I mean, that's the benefit of the bar soap is that it's there. And once it's gone. And you can just go buy another one. And no plastic bottles. So another one, let's see, I'm just sort of skimming through. And there's a zero waste bar. Its ingredients are sodium cocoa sulfate, coconut oil, cocoa butter, D-panthenol, peppermint oil, and a eucalyptus. And they also have a conditioner bar. And they list their ingredients so you know what you're getting. The Earthling Company, they work on consciously sourcing plant-based and earthling friendly ingredients. And it includes, let's see, we've got sodium cocoa oil, isothenate, um, some kind of cetyl alcohol, glycerol, stearate, cocoa glyceride, Althea officinalis, marshmallow root powder, panthenol, cocoa seed butter, coconut oil, and jojoba seed oil, and sunflower seed oil, mica fragrance, and some guar hydropropyl trinonium, um, and some kind of a fruit extract. And the other one I found from Australia, it contains sodium cocoa isothenate, non-palm oil, guar gum, glycerin, non-palm oil, Moroccan argan oil, coconut oil, some other kind of betaine, which we mentioned above, shea butter, natural coconut fragrance, and betaine and vitamin E, and the tocopherol. And so this is they one of the things they use is this cocoa midopropyl betaine, and it's a coconut dry palm oil foaming agent, which gives our bars a beautiful lather. And so that's a little bit about, and some of the other things they contain the betaine plant, origin glycerin, um, the surfactant they use. It imparts lather, and it works as a cleaning agent. So that was the sodium cocoa isothianate. And then guar gum, which is a thickener from the guar plant, and it gives conditioning properties to the shampoo. So that's a little bit about the products that you want to be thinking about when you wash your hair, whether it's kind of the shampoo, the conditioner. So look for those shampoo bars and try something different. And depending on your hair, because if you've got really frizzy hair, some bar soaps might work better than others. And play with it. Now remember, when you've been using the same shampoo for a long time, there's a buildup in your hair and on your scalp. And so when you try a new product, just know that, oh, this may take a couple of shampoos to get rid of what's been sitting on your hair for years and trying something new. So I welcome you to give it a try and see make a difference, for your kids, your family. What are you actually putting in there on their skin? So get rid of the fragrances and get rid of some of those list of that shouldn't haves in your cosmetics and shampoo. So with that, have a blessed day. Namaste. And until we meet again, and I would love your comments. And what soaps have you been using that are not using these chemicals and that you just love? So I love to hear from you.